The Google search algorithm leak. What it means, decoding it for you. If you stick around as a cybersecurity, what it affects and what is the impact of this bug, why the SEO experts are really curious to know about this type of bug in the cybersecurity domain. I will link all the references that I am going to talking about. I will link the description, make sure to check it out. So you probably heard all the noise of the Google search algorithm leak, which is a very massive data breach of 2024, and wondering what it all about and what are the realities behind this. So in these articles, basically it is detailedly explained what is Google search algorithm leak and why the SEO experts are curious about this. So in my 2024, over 25,000 pages of Google internal search algorithms documented on inadvertently leaked. A search marketeer Irfan Amizi, which is also a researcher, discovered this and brought into the Rand Fishkin and Mike Kings, which are both the Googlers. They are working at their attention to them that you are leaking internal stuff which are based on the 14,000 marketing data and 14,000 ranking factors, because this ranking factors means that you are giving the pieces of information about the algorithm, how algorithm rank these types of data, because it's very serious and it's very sensitive data. If you give them all the ranking factors, they will try to manipulate them and try to rank their content using illegal ways. So given an unprecedented look into the Google's method of ranking websites, this leak has clarified many suspected aspects of the Google algorithm and introduced new concepts previously unknown to the public. The people were not aware of this type of vulnerability, and this has caught much attention because the bunch of the content creators, SEO experts and the marketeers were really curious to know about these facts. So this is why the biggest thing to happen in search in decades. So this is the thing that happens after a decade. This type of leak is a glimpse behind the Google's curtain and unveil how the search engine giant's search algorithm works. So this reveals actually the actual points that how actually it works. So here is the thing, why people are so much curious about Google search algorithm, because there is a bunch of bugs and vulnerabilities are being reported every day to the Google and their staff, the developer team and engineering team is going to fix them one by one. But this is very sensitive matter that explode in the era of marketeer, because the cybersecurity experts has revealed something that has benefited in the way that the marketeers do marketing. And if the 14,000 searching factors were become public, so confirmation of the best practices, so producing high quality content, building authoritative backlinks and optimizing for user experience. So these leaks confirm many of the best practices that SEO professionals have advocated for years, right? These are the factors that everybody knows. This validation helps the prioritize SEO strategies that are known to align with the Google's ranking. So new ranking factors and all the new ranking previously unknown ranking factors such as site authority and score and the role of the Chrome user data have come to the light. How much importance is the Chrome users data, right? Understanding these factors can help SEO fine-tune their strategies to better align with the So now comes the interesting part, which is major takeaways from the Google search engine algorithm. So what we can learn from this leak, right? We need to note that the insight in the Google search algorithm document don't paint the full picture of how Google rank pages, right? Some of the features mentioned are also experimental and some no longer in use. These are upcoming features. This is more interesting. This becomes very interesting. Google is planning to do something and we are aware of that, so that makes us super powerful that we need to adapt to these strategies to explode on the Google search engine. So while the document contains valuable information, not all of it's practical for us. So here is Google is not always never transparent. Experimenting is the key. Google is never always, there is a blueprint that you will follow and you will explode and you will get the views and everything, because Google is very much clever in order to pivot their changes and pivot their rules and algorithm techniques. So in that way, they, for the certain types of time frame, they were able to guess that how the search engine works, right? So some of the most prominent untruths by Google uncovered in the leak include, some of the untruths that Google always say, which was not true, right? The value of backlinks are super helpful. A site's authority matters. Toxic backlink exist, right? What to do? So what we need to do is, I will link all these references I do have, and the main the center part of this was the Yoshi codebot. Yoshi codebot revealed all the Google auxiliary Google APIs information to the GitHub, and this becomes public. You can see it there. There's a bunch of information that has been documented in that GitHub. I will link in this in the description, so make sure to check it out if you are curious to know about the Google. And there is also the other blog post which also talk about this one, like what's inside. Here's what we know about the internal documents thanks to the Fishkin and King. So these are the things like current and rectic features and waiting and twiddlers, demotions, change history, and the links matters. So these are successful click matters and good lucks, and these are the things, these are the metrics that has been revealed. So here I am going to go through one by one. The documentation indicates that this information is accurate as of March, right? So ranking features 2596 modules are represented in the API documentation. These are the modules which are being disclosed on the API document, on the publicly, so you can say, because this is the API documentation most of the time is become public, and some of the API documentation are not public, and it meant to be private, right? With the 14,014 attributes. So these were being ranking features, right? Weighting. The document did not specify how any of ranking features are weighted, right? Just that they exist. They said that the document did not specify how any of ranking features are weighted. There doesn't seem anything. So twiddlers, these are ranking functions that can adjust information retrieval score of the document or change of a document, right, according to the king. So they are somehow backing up their leak and somehow covering up the Google leak, right? So it means that the factors, the SEO metrics has been released, and these factors are very curious. If you reveal everything about an algorithm, how this work and how we are going to plan to code this, so this will become very handy. And the demotion, content can be demoted for a variety of reasons, such as a link does not match the target site, SERP signals indicate user dissatisfaction, and the product reviews, locations, exact match domains, and porn. So these are the metrics that contents can be demoted for a variety of reasons. So these are the reasons, right? So change history, and Google apparently keeps a copy of every version of every page it has ever indexed. No matter how much time you have indexed this page, but it will exist forever on the Google index, right? So this was the thing that I was not aware as a cybersecurity expert, because I thought that Google is not indexing saving every page, because there is also an organization which is called Web Archive, which is made for this purpose, to save all this data, right? Google can remember every change ever made to page. However, Google only uses the last 20 changes of a URL when analyzing the links. So this is also a good metric, that Google can use at least 20 changes of URL when analyzing the links. So 20 types, 20 different URLs it is going to pick. So make sure to tweak your that's why the SEO experts most of the time tweak someone's heading with their own specific words or keywords in order to rank or push their so this is a proven technique I have used bunch of the time on my YouTube videos and other things as well, right? So links matter, right? So shocking, I know. Link diversity and relevance remains the key. Links also matter because Google is all about giving you the index links. So the document shows that a page rank is still very much alive within the Google's ranking feature. Page rank for a website homepage is considered for every document. This doesn't prove that Google's spokespeople have lied about. So links not being a top 3 factors, or link matter less for ranking, right? So this was also already public, so this is not thing. Successful click matters. So this is the thing that that makes you curious, that if you are the heading make you people click, you will become more and more reachable, right? This is the simple fund. I think there's a no technical thing that I should go to explain. So this should not be the shocker, right? But if you want to rank well, you need to keep creating great content and user experience. So we know about this. So I am going to link all of these links in my description. So here is another interesting blog about this one as well. So this is the biggest finding in the Google search leak, a set of 2,500 internal documents, including some related to searches and call into the question past statement made by the company, right? And there are some of the questions that being raised after leaking about these documents. So here what is saying, over the years Google spokespeople have repeatedly denied that the user click factors into ranking websites, for example, but the leaked documents make note for several types of click users make and indicate that they feed into the ranking page. This is a prime metrics that Google has not mentioned about. So this comes to know that clicks matters a lot, but Google's spokespeople repeatedly denied this factor. But I know about this. If I make a video which is very engaging, and the more click it is going to take at their first 4 or 3 hours, the more it will explode to the YouTube or Google algorithms, right? So this is a straightforward process, but Google were always denying that the click doesn't matter. Click matters a lot, right? So antitrust suit by the US Department of Justice, a testimony, so previously revealed a ranking factor called nav boost that uses the search clicks to evaluate content in search, right? So this is also a factor is being revealed, which is called nav boost, right? That means the click is make the content more reachable. So the leak first spread after the SEO expert Fishkin and Mike King published some content of the leaked document earlier week along with the accompanying analysis. The leaked API documents contains repositories filled with information about the definition of the data Google collects, some of which may inform how web pages ranked in the searches. At first, Google dodged questions, right, about the authenticity of the leaked document before confirming their veracity on Wednesday. We would caution against making inaccurate assumptions about the search based on out of context, outdated, or incomplete information. Google spokesperson Davis Thompson told that The Verge in an email on the Wednesday. We have shared extensive information about how search works and types of factors that our system weighs, while also working to protect the integrity of our results from the manipulation, right? So they were talking about that, yeah, we already talked about this, but they are denying the fact that some of the factors they are always repeatedly denied, but they and the revealed documents is revealing that factor. There is no indication that the document about the how different attributes and are weighted. For one, it's also possible that some of the attributes named in the documents, like an identifier for small personal sites or the demotion for the product review, for example, might have been deployed at some point but have since been pushed out. They also may have never been used for ranking sites, right? So I'm not going to in-depth analysis of this one. So here is the last thing: the journalist and the publisher of the information about SEO and Google search needs to stop uncertainty repeating Google's public statements and take much harsher, more adversarial. So this is an article which is in favor of Google, maybe whatever the thing. So more adversely view of the search engine's representative, Fishkin says, when publication repeats Google's claim as though they are the fact, they are helping Google spin a story that only useful to the company and not to the practitioners, users, or the public, right? So it is saying basically that these are the rumors and there is nothing, but I guess these are the factors. If you know how the actual algorithm works, or what are the key metrics that they are care about, so this can make the SEO experts and the lot of other marketers to tweak their advertising strategies in the way that the algorithms like, right? So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I am going to link all of these in my description, and the Rand's Fishkin's the LinkedIn I will link also in the description. So I'm a security guy, I am a bug bounty hunter at my heart. I have a little channel, so make sure to check out my other videos where I make the content regarding hacking and the web security. So make sure to go and check out my channel, and there is a bunch of other playlists I made and the roadmaps. I have talked about that how you can become a bug bounty hunter and cybersecurity analyst, and I have also talked about how much I am working and what I have. So make sure to check out my channel and see these videos like recon masterclass. I have talked about SQL injection. I have talked about what are the Kali Linux basics you should to know about before starting hacking, and also I have made an extensive course of bug bounty for beginners with the 40 videos in it. So make sure to check out my YouTube channel. So thanks for this, and bye.